it up again. Mother. I will win. You see this? Yes, we will go play Bowser again. No. Yes. Hey, look, you guys won. I will not let you live a second time. No, I would have to be the one. But no, I like to mess with him. But moving on. Daniel over here. I actually met him on the school bus that goes from college to the downtown campus. He was sitting up in the front seat. He was trying to show by this really cool game development app on his iPad. He paid $15 for. Yep. And it went on like that for what was it, 2 months before we actually knew each other on a first name basis. Yep. Scott, he just appeared. He just appeared one day, connected to Daniel. I was like, oh hey, what's up? I never actually knew him, but now it's gotten to the point where the beginning is irrelevant. I know him now. Team GPS, Daniel Peyton Scott. Remember, look for it. 216. Look for it. Goroth. Moving on. Anthony did not know him before I knew him. Didn't know him until I was introduced to Dr. Obando. Dr. Obando is not here. Don't know him, and I don't know the Green Lantern, but I'm enough to call him an acquaintance. He's like the strong silent type. He says 5 words my entire time being here. So he doesn't even acknowledge that with a statement. He just nods and grins. We know the chat works, Daniel. People just don't want to type because they're afraid you're going to take over. You've been blowing it up the entire time. Seriously, no one's had a chance to post. Every post of yours just keeps coming. Currently, I'm looking at a black screen on what apparently is our current Twitch feed, which I would have thought was taken care of by now. And by that, we mean repeatedly press the X button and everything's frozen. Oh my god, that profile pic. Yes, that profile pic. When are we going to talk about that? When are we going to change that? We will. I mean, that's you're just like. All right. We need to change it to the Gallahorn pic. All right. Moving on. Scott, you're next. What? You're talking about how you met people. I don't know any of these people. That was my line. You are doing that. No. Well, like Peyton said, pretty much it matches everything else, kind of, except for meeting Rod in calculus instead of through Dr. Obando. But met Daniel through pre-calculus, and then we moved on to calculus, and then me and Daniel connected to Rod, and then I know Peyton through Daniel, and then I don't know this guy, and and Cody. I've been met him at the last meetup, and now we're friends on the PlayStation Network. And Anthony, I met him through Rod and Dr. Obando. Yeah, okay.
We asked for explanations, not a diagram. All right. So, I know Anthony because I met him through ROTC. The way we actually started hanging out was last year. He'd always bring his laptop whenever, every day to school, but whenever we weren't doing anything in that class, he was playing the N64 version of Smash Bros. One day, I made the dumb decision of saying I could whoop him in it. Hey, that is not the discussion at the moment. But anyway, I'd like to test that one out. Anyway, so he accepted the challenge. We started playing it, and then from there, it just turned in from playing Smash on his laptop inside of a classroom to me coming over to his house to play Smash on a TV. Yeah. How did this friendship even work? Yeah, and here's the story. Apparently, they've known me since I was little because he came over to hang out at my house one day, and my dad stopped, looked at him, was like, "Are you Anthony?" "Yeah." "You've grown up a lot." It's like, "What? How do you know me?" Used to hang out. The person lives across the street from them is a family friend of mine, and we used to go there and swim all the time. And apparently, my dad recognized him from there, and then he brought it up to his mother or their mom. And their mom instantly remembered it when I came over the next time. And then, so it basically is me and Anthony known each other since we were, 5? Apparently. and then kind of split up, and then met back up in high school. Yeah, that's a strange story. And then this guy, I met him through his brother, and then apparently he went to school with my sister. Jordan, I've known for a couple of years now. Played my soccer team one season. We go to school together.
Speak.
And these three. This kid I know from the last meetup. This kid I know from the last meetup. This kid is now my enemy because he stole my gay bacon. And hid my phone. Not cool, dude. Not cool. Not cool. No,
Daniel's just Daniel. He just knows everyone.
Okay, so I know this guy because I took his phone and hid it. I took his. What'd you call it? Gay bacon?
Gay bacon.
Gay bacon. Okay, it's officially called gay bacon now. Sorry, Airheads, and is it just Airheads?
Yeah, it's Airhead. It's the Rainbow Airhead.
Yeah, sorry, Airheads. We renamed your product. Anthony, I met him through the Gems Lab, and then found out he was Rod's brother. Then I met Rod through calculus, and then found out he was Dr. Bondo's son. I met Dr. Bondo, and then found out he was Dr. Bondo. I met Peyton on the bus. I met Scott when he was in a corner crying. Let's see.
You see that, ladies and gentlemen? That's denial.
I met Bobby over there in the corner when he was haunting my house. Now he's followed me here.
We all see dead people. He sees Bobby. I see Jimmy. Scott sees, what is it, Clara?
Yeah, I met Jimmy through Peyton. I met Clara through Scott. I met...
We're having a mental breakdown over here. And his explanation of how he met everyone made less sense than this guy's diagram. I told you, if we wanted to start a roast session...
Your turn. Okay, so... Why are
I'll pelt you them with the mic and then rip out your jugular and split your body in half. And then Mortal Kombat 10? Mortal Kombat 10?
How do you met people?
Alright. I met Payne because of the fact that I was just being a douchebag on Xbox Live because sometimes I can't take stuff past a certain time because I get too tired to even take people's crap.
Wait, so you met me by experiencing bullshit?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
This was called Atheon.
When he was doing Lobos to you. Wait,
Remember when I
that
just...
was the first time I met?
That was when I met you through Xbox Live.
Oh, well then fuck you.
2 a.m. mistakes at Anthony's house.
Buddy Pop?
Shut up. Shut
No,
up.
I don't hold it against him.
Hey, you love me. I met Daniel, same methods, except it wasn't through Lobos. It was just, he was there. He was kind of there. Alongside Scott. Scott was also there. Rod, I've lived with him, unfortunately, for 17 years. He needs to move out of the house.
He's been here for like, what, 5, 6 years? He could have been moved out.
This is true. Jordan just showed up at my house one day. I don't even know who he was.
You words just appeared. He formed from the shadows.
He is the shadows. No, that's Aubrey. Aubrey is the shadow. But Jordan just appeared randomly one day. Just was like, okay. And then he turned into a little bitch and smashed Camping in the fucking corner and then took him fucking ski and just like, nah.
Then he beats you. We don't mention ski.
Ski's a cancer.
There's the explanation of this kid.
And I apparently knew Cody as a kid, and then I brought my laptop in ROTC, and we played Smash, and I easily whooped him with Luigi.
It's because Luigi was like top tier in the very first one.
No, he was like the same tier as Link, which was the one, which was above bottom tier.
What,
Yeah.
Melee Link?
No, I'm talking about the original 64. Apparently, according to...
Remember your old time saying?
Oh yeah, but there are some people that go with tier listing, and tiers are for queers.
Alright, moving on now. So, one thing I've learned playing Destiny is we don't trust 10-year-olds.
Touch the ball, porpoise.
I'm teleporting. I am the master.
So, have you guys played with 10-year-olds before on Destiny?
For what?
For what? Playing with
I was gonna help Parker get some raid items.
Who's-
my little brother? And apparently all of his friends are like 10-year-olds. And my dad talked me out of it, and I thank him every day for it.
We should listen to this guy war.
Please. Give me like the whole Bible of going to kill 10-year-olds.
No. I was fully set to do it. Then my dad was like, "You know how that's gonna go." I was like, "I know. You're right. You're right. I'll just leave that."
Have you played with 10-year-olds, Daniel, on Destiny?
I've done everything I can to avoid.
Scott.
Can't hear Scott.
Actually, never mind. I think you were there once when we needed people. We actually recruited a few.
Remember Porpoise, right? The warlock Porpoise that they could run out like?
I don't remember him at all.
He says he was just having fun that night, but no. Do you think this is a fucking game?
Okay, Joker. Okay.
Do you think this is a game?
Acne. Yeah, really bad acne in high school.
So,
It's such a phase.
Just because you know how I got my scars doesn't make it any less.
to wrap up the last 10 minutes. What are you guys looking forward to within the next few years that Destiny has to bring? I'm gonna start with this guy next to me, One Rock Band.
If there is a year 2 Thorn in Gjallarhorn, I'm going to an icebreaker. I'm literally gonna go hang myself. I will. That is a promise. I will commit suicide if there is.
Suicide threats.
That is a promise, Bungie. Bungie, if you bring that shit back, I quit your game. Also, if you patch Mida, I quit your game.